There's not enough fat in GovGuam to cut in order to make up for the projected $48 million shortfall the government will face thanks to the Trump tax cuts. So taxes will need to be raised or government services will suffer. At least that's what Governor Calvo's fiscal team said during a press conference held today.
Everyone wants us to cut the fat. Where is that fat? I mean, we are the ones who are actually running these agencies. We are the ones who know exactly where that fat may be, and we can't find it.
The governor's fiscal team says there is no way GovGuam can cut enough money to make up for the estimated $48 million shortfall due to the Trump tax cuts. But what about cutting personnel?
It's a whole process that's required by law. So the only way you can effectuate that immediately is through legislative basically introduction or intervention. And so administratively, by the time we start and finish that process, this fiscal year will be done.
However, unclassified and LTAs, which are limited term employees, can be furloughed or terminated without this long process.
I promise you this, even if we wiped out every LTA and unclassified member of this government, you're not going to reach 47.9 million. There's no way. I mean, we've done studies where unclassified total of even the governor's office is 125,000 as compared to the personnel costs in all the other departments. So, you know, you're not going to achieve the savings that we're looking for.
So is there any way GovGuam could cut the $48 million?
We could, but do you want to realize the consequences?
BBMR Director Lester Carlson pointed to the types of consequences outlined by GDOE Superintendent John Fernandez.
He publicly stated that there would be a consolidation of schools, there would have to be a hiring freeze, there would have to be a number of different things for the Department of Education to be able to withstand a $20 million hit.
And that's just for GDOE. The governor's fiscal team says important services would suffer government-wide, which is why they say the only answer is to make the cuts they can make without affecting government services and then filling in the rest of the shortfall by raising business privilege taxes or repealing tax exemptions for the wholesale, insurance, and banking industries.
It's going to be a hard pill for anyone to swallow. And you know, again, we've had conversations with the business community. I do know that I've seen the chamber's releases that they do feel strongly that the exemptions may not be the answer. But again, we have a whole list of options that we've presented to the legislature, and it's really up to them to be able to go through it.
The fiscal team says this $48 million shortfall is just for the remainder of this fiscal year, which is already 4 months in. The shortfall will be even larger next fiscal year.